What's going on, Dryfire crew? It is time for the August Dryfire Challenge. But first, I want to congratulate Wes for being the winner of the July Challenge. He's going to get a sick hat, and we're going to put one of those up for August as well. So be sure to do the challenge, participate, post it up, tag me, that way we can see it, and also use hashtag DryfireCrew. So this month's challenge, we're going to be using a special drill target. We got a drill pack coming to you. This is drill number 2 in that drill pack, so stay tuned for that. But what we're going to do is we're going to start at 4 yards, 12 feet, and we're going to do this in dry, and then we're also going to do it live. Now, you don't need to do it live to be entered to win. All you need to do is do it dry and tag me. But the par time on this is going to be a 3.5 second par. That's what I'm using from Concealment. I don't really care what you guys use. Figure out what your par time needs to be, get under that par, and then put it up there for us to see it. We can give you some critiques. We can work on what you need to do to get that down faster. But a 3.5 par time from 4 yards is a pretty solid par time from Concealment. If you're going from outside the waistband, maybe bump that down to 3 seconds. So what we're doing is we're gonna start on the left side. We're gonna go popper, popper, 2 in the A zone, popper, popper. And then we're gonna reverse that as well and do it again from right to left. Once we do that, I'll go ahead and run it live and see if we can maintain the accuracy and the par time so that we're actually getting a crossover from dry fire to live fire. Super important to do that. We want to do the dry fire, that's super important, but then we also want to confirm with live fire so we know that we're not cheating ourselves. So a couple of techniques for you as we're getting into this drill. One of the things that I like to do when I'm doing this dry is, as we've talked about before in the handgun and even in the 3-gun dry fire series, is I don't actually pull the trigger on my first shot. So I'm coming up on a target and I'm prepping the trigger, which means I'm taking that trigger all the way to that prep point and I'm releasing and prepping and releasing and prepping every single target. So I'm gonna prep the trigger onto the first one, release prep, release prep, release prep, release prep, release prep, and then that will be the end of the drill. Now I like to take the shot on the last one. Sometimes I break the trigger in the middle as I'm prepping through, and that's okay. We're still gonna work the trigger effectively. But what this does, instead of feeling a dead trigger after you pull it and you're just working a dead trigger now, what it does is it allows you to feel that sweet spot for your trigger each time and actually learn where that prep point is. And it teaches you to release during your transition. So that's a big goal of mine. I wanna be releasing as I come off the target and already prepping as I come into the new one. So that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and run this drill first dry, and then we'll do it live. So I pressed that last shot right at the 3.5 second mark. Let's go ahead and reverse it, going from right to left now. Stand by. So that time you may have heard I broke the shot in the middle target. Like I said, sometimes that happens. We get a little over aggressive on the prep and we take the shot, but I continue through the drill and still finish that just below 3.5 seconds. Now let's go ahead and load up and do this live. Now, obviously, we don't want to have a live gun when we're doing dry fire. That's #1 rule of dry fire, is that we actually have it dry. But since we're on the range and we're doing the dry fire out here, I will bounce back and forth between live and dry fire, but anytime we're gonna do dry, make sure there's no loaded mags, no ammo in the room. That is rule #1. Let's go ahead and rock this out, see if we can make this happen. Stand by. Oh, I missed one shot on that top right target as I came off of this mini popper. As soon as I came off of it, I felt that dot swing just a little bit higher right. We got a good hit here, a little bit low here, 2 alphas on this one. Let's go ahead and run this one more time. That was a 341, so we are below the par time. We still got ammo in here. Let's run it back. Stand by. There we go. So we got good hits on that one. That was a 343. So we got a consistent par time, consistent time across both. This time we had hit here, here. We got a Charlie on this one, and then again low on this popper and in the middle of that one. So there's your August challenge. Check it out, guys. Go do the drill. Be sure to post it up so we can see it. That'll be a chance for us to get feedback, and it'll be your opportunity to win a badass hat from the Dryfire crew, the Independence Range Day. It's gonna be a good time.